Hey gamers! If you're a fan of beat-em-up games, then you've come to the right place. In this video, I will show you the ultimate list new upcoming beat-em-up games that will release in this 2025. Please note, some of the games have already been released, while others are still in early access. So don't confuse why early access games I put in this list. Before we dive into the list, I want to give you some cool info that you should know. So here it is. If you often play games on PC, Steam, Epic, or consoles like PS5, Xbox or even Nintendo Switch, and then you feel that the price of games is now getting sadistic, well, chill out bro, I have a solution. It's called Instant Gaming. Instant Gaming, it's a legit website that sells original games but at a much cheaper price, like you can get up to 90% discount. Not only that, you can also win giveaway if you want. Isn't that crazy? I've bought from there many times myself. It's fast, safe, and most importantly, your wallet doesn't cry. So if you want to buy games like Elden Ring, GTA, Monster Hunter Wilds, or whatever you like but still save money, just click the link in the description, because by clicking my link, not only will you get a discount, but you will also support this channel. Alright then, let's get back into the list. Underling Uprising is an upcoming 2D side-scrolling beat-em-up where up to 4 players can jump in and play together. The game's story mode comes with some funny and entertaining dialogue that keeps things light. You can choose from 4 different characters, though I've only had the chance to try one so far. Enemies can throw out combos that stun you, so you'll want to stay on your toes and dodge their attacks to avoid getting overwhelmed. Also, the grab feature is super handy. You can pick up enemies or objects around you to make your combos even more awesome. School Hero is a beat-em-up game made by a small indie studio from Greece called G-Poly. In the game, you play as Hero, a new student at high school. Your mission is to rescue Emma, a girl you just met and instantly fell for, who's been kidnapped by a mysterious school gang. The gameplay is simple. You've got a few basic moves: punches, special attacks, area attacks, jumps, and dodges. There's also a light RPG twist where you can earn experience points to level up your strength or health. You can also collect cash from enemies or breakable objects to buy items like healing food, extra lives, and more at shops scattered throughout the levels and the main map. Buccaneers Shipshape is a beat-em-up game made by just one person, but man, it turned out awesome. It's a classic arcade-style beat-em-up where you can team up with up to 4 players. You get to pick from 4 pirate characters, each with their own unique style and moves. You'll be facing all kinds of wild enemies, from rowdy pirates to fierce sharks. Yeah, you heard that right, there's an underwater level where you can literally punch sharks. The game's got this cool special attack feature controlled by a special bar that makes your character invincible and deal massive damage. And you can even smack around civilians wandering in the middle of the pirate brawl. No idea why they're there, but hitting them gets you extra cash and maybe some extra lives too. Reality Rash, a beat-em-up game that inspired by legends like Jackie Chan's Stuntmaster, Streets of Rage, and TMNT. The plot is quite interesting. A corporation creates an interreality travel machine to save humanity, but disaster strikes when the machine fails and 4 different realities merge into one. The player's task is to collect 4 machine cores scattered across these worlds within 72 hours to restore a single reality and eliminate the others. This concept provides a unique setting and the potential for diverse worlds and enemies. The arcade gameplay offered looks very promising. There's no complicated skill tree, all moves and combos are unlocked from the start, so this is perfect for those who want to experience the fast-paced, classic beat-em-up thrill right away. Heroes of Mount Dragon is a fantasy beat-em-up game made by the indie developer Runique. The first thing that caught my eye was its visual style. The game uses polygonal character models that look modern but still have a classic feel. The designs of the characters and enemies are varied and interesting, making the game fun to watch. The gameplay has a combo system that's more complex, which mostly just use punch and kick buttons. There's also a cool feature where your character can turn into a dragon and unleash a powerful attack that clears the whole area. but only if you fill a special meter by defeating enemies or collecting mystic points. Radiant Guardians of Light is a blend of several genres, combining the excitement of 80s beat-em-up games with the depth of RPGs. The game is set in Helia, a world under attack by darkness, where players take on the role of Einar, the chosen one destined to defeat the tyrant Gultar, a follower of darkness. The game offers fast-paced combat with a satisfying combo system, typical of classic beat-em-up games. But it's not just about fighting. There are strong RPG elements like character development, crafting systems, and a deep story. What makes Radiant special is that it's not just about beating enemies, but also about building your character's journey, gathering resources, and making decisions that affect your gameplay. Blades and Battles is a beat-em-up game that throws you into the legendary world of a young, wild King Arthur. In this game, you get to pick between two awesome characters, Arthur and Lancelot, each with their own unique fighting styles and sword skills. This keeps every fight fresh and exciting because you can mix up your techniques to take down enemies. The graphics are stunning, with beautiful backgrounds and cinematic moments that make you want to keep playing for hours. If you're a fan of classic beat-em-up games but want something more modern and challenging, this game is definitely a must-try.
Pirates attacked and destroyed a great sailing ship.
The Phantom is an arcade-style beat-em-up game made by GameFine. It's got that classic side-scrolling action where you play as the Phantom and Diana, battling against the Singh Brotherhood. The story takes you across some awesome spots around the world, from Africa and India to Switzerland, Australia, and New York, all while trying to save their kidnapped kid. In the game, you can mix up basic attacks with special moves, and even call in animal buddies like wolves and eagles to back you up in fights. On top of that, the characters can use guns to keep things interesting when facing enemies. If you're looking for a fresh beat-em-up experience, The Phantom is definitely worth checking out. Give it a shot and see why it deserves more attention. MechAnimals is a dope action beat-em-up roguelike game that's got the hype of Hades mixed with the fun vibes of Mario 3D World, but with a sick, edgy mecha twist. The story's set in a rad diesel-punk world where you lead a rebel crew fighting against an evil corp that's running the show with diesel-powered robots. Every run's a fresh ride, cause the mech upgrades, weapons, and enemies are all random. You can unlock all kinds of mechs with their own unique fighting styles, from close-range brawlers, sharpshooters, to ninja mechs. Play solo, roll with NPCs, or squad up with your friends in co-op, feeling spicy. Jump into PvP mode and throw down with up to 4 players in an arena sparring match. King's Blade is an upcoming arcade beat-em-up game with addictive combat and humor, though it could refine mechanics like dodging and back-and-forth movement. The game is set in a fantasy world of a kingdom shattered by an invasion of dark creatures. Players follow the story of a group of heroes summoned to reclaim the throne and uncover the mystery behind the dark power. In this game, you can collect rare weapons, discover hidden secrets, and unlock new characters. Not only that, each character has their own ultimate abilities. For example, Laggard can call down a lightning sword from the sky or conjure a fire golem as a temporary ally. Red Rust is a side-scrolling beat-em-up game that combines classic elements from the 8-bit and 16-bit eras with a modern touch. The story of Red Rust follows Agent Red, a cold and tough female KGB agent sent to the West on a secret mission in 1984. The story is quite engaging because it not only focuses on action but also on Red's character development as she begins to understand emotions and the foreign world around her. This narrative adds a depth rarely found in the beat-em-up genre, amidst all the chaos and bloodshed. What sets Red Rust apart from traditional beat-em-ups is the blend of hand-to-hand combat mechanics and shooting. Troublemaker 2 Beyond Dream is the sequel to Troublemaker, a game from Indonesia developed by Gamecom team. It's an action-adventure beat-em-up with lots of exploration and side activities. Beyond Dream follows a group of characters in a band called Beyond Dream. In the game, you'll follow their story, which isn't just about music but also the different conflicts and adventures they face. The main character you control is Jordan, a band member known for his iconic all-white outfit. The gameplay is fun and kinda absurd if you really look at it, but honestly, it's still super fun and definitely worth checking out.
Lu mikir dong anjing! Setidaknya lu bisa simpati dikit! Kan hak kayak gitu bisa dibahas nanti!
Spine, This is Gun Fu is an action beat-em-up game inspired by titles like Batman Arkham and Sifu. In the story, Redline is seeking revenge after losing his sibling due to the AI regime. To enhance his reflexes, he installs an implant in his spine called Spine. This implant not only boosts his abilities but also houses an AI that assists him in combat. The gameplay of Spine, This is Gun Fu features third-person action that combines hand-to-hand combat with intense gunplay. Players can perform various maneuvers such as dodging, executing combo attacks, and dramatic finishing moves. It seems like our world is gradually moving toward a cyberpunk future as well, haha. Absolum is the latest game from Emu, known as the studio behind Streets of Rage 4. This game combines roguelike elements with the classic beat-em-up formula, delivering a fresh and engaging gameplay experience. The game is set in the fantasy world of Talum, where a magical disaster has led to a crackdown on the practice of magic. Players take on the role of a resistance fighter opposing the Sun King Ezra, who seeks to conquer all sources of magic. Roguelike mechanics such as loot, permanent upgrades, and temporary abilities make each run feel meaningful and challenging. This system provides a sense of progression that motivates players to keep trying. Final Night is a game that combines roguelike and beat-em-up mechanics. Each session starts in the hub world, where you can customize your party and select a quest. The quest takes you to a procedurally generated roguelike map, progressing through several stages with enemies and rewards, until you face a boss at the end. The party system in this game consists of 4 characters with different classes and subclasses, each having their own weapons, attack patterns, and 4 unique abilities that can be swapped individually. You control one character while the AI controls the others, with the option to switch characters during combat and give commands to the rest of your party. The order and positioning of the party can be adjusted for better strategy. Kiborg is a beat-em-up game with roguelite elements, featuring a strong cyberpunk theme with a dark and brutal atmosphere. It delivers fast-paced, intense action combined with various advanced technology upgrades. Set on a prison planet full of conflict, Kiborg Arena puts players in the role of Morgan, a resistance fighter who uses body modification technology to battle enemy factions. Players will face waves of enemies in the arena, which serves as a prologue to a larger main campaign. One of Kiborg's main attractions is Morgan's body upgrade system using cyborg technology obtained from elite enemies after performing finishing moves. These upgrades provide special attributes that change fighting styles and add strategic variety.
Relentless enemies, he'll fight his way through, have a chance in that theory.
Detained Too Good for School is an action RPG packed with beat-em-up elements, simulation, and fan service. The story is set in the modern city of Swinster City, an island once known as the home of powerful wizards and warriors. You'll control 2 main protagonists, Reika and Julie, who have just been released after spending a year in juvenile detention for crimes they didn't commit. Your main mission is to uncover who framed them, prove their innocence, and get the revenge they deserve. The game is still in development, but get ready for an exciting experience in Detained Too Good for School. Stay tuned and don't miss it. Phantom Breaker Battlegrounds Ultimate is a remaster of the spin-off from the Mages fighting game series. The game features a classic beat-em-up style with a modern twist, combining charming chibi pixel art, solid gameplay mechanics, and nostalgic elements for fans of the franchise. The story isn't the main focus. The premise is simple: you are on a mission to rescue Wakka's younger sister by jumping from one rift to another to face Phantom and his minions. The story is straightforward, serving mainly as a backdrop for exciting beat-em-up action. The game often features intense flashing lights. Unfortunately, for players sensitive to such effects, there is no official warning on the store page or within the game. Immortal Hunters is a dark fantasy beat-em-up game that combines RPG elements with intense hack-and-slash action, offering a progressively satisfying experience as your character develops. In this game, you play as one of 4 hunters trying to reclaim the capital city from the Khemrid forces, demonic creatures serving an evil serpent god. Unlike classic beat-em-ups with responsive controls, Immortal Hunters features a combat system more like MMORPG skill cooldown management. Currently, Immortal Hunters is in Steam Early Access, with a planned development period of 6 to 12 months. According to Admiral Games, the final version will include character leveling system, new equipment mechanics, gamepad support, additional missions. Stay tuned.
To brave the wild.
Towerborne is a game that combines side-scrolling beat-em-up action with dynamic and strategic RPG elements. In Towerborne, you play as Ace, the protector of the last remnants of humanity after the destruction of the City of Numbers. The combat gameplay is fast-paced and intense, featuring a mix of light and heavy attacks, special abilities, and support from Umbra, spirit creatures that grant additional powers. Missions typically last 5 to 8 minutes, making it perfect for quick play sessions. Towerborne is designed for up to 3 players to play cooperatively, with difficulty scaling based on the number of players.
We can give our people the hope we need.
Toxic Crusaders successfully brings back nostalgia and delivers a solid beat-em-up experience. If retroware adds more level variety, enemies, and features in the final version, this game has the potential to become one of 2025's hidden gems. Their main mission is to protect the city from pollution and crime, while also delivering a moral message about the importance of caring for the environment. For those who watched the original series or movie, you know how absurd the concept is: a brutally crude horror comedy turned into a kid's cartoon. But that's exactly where its charm lies. With some polish and extra content, Toxic Crusaders could become a long-lasting and fun game to play solo or with friends.
Toxic Crusader! Toxic Crusader! Toxic!
WENDIGO Blue is a beat-em-up game that features parry and perfect dodge mechanics, making it more engaging compared to some similar games like Jitsu Squad. The parry mechanic feels challenging, probably because I've only played for a few hours. Even though it's tough, I believe successfully landing a parry should reward you more, like with increased damage. This game is perfect for beat-em-up fans who enjoy the challenge of parrying and dodging, as the last-second parry system and perfect dodge with flow state make battles more dynamic. Since the game is still in early access, I hope the full release will bring even more solid improvements than before. Big Helmet Heroes might not reinvent the beat-em-up genre, but it nails the fun of brawling with a fresh, entertaining vibe. The game pushes you to replay levels by showing stats and how many heroes you haven't unlocked yet. With 29 heroes and a bunch of goofy weapons, there's lots to discover. After finishing the main story, you can take on the tougher Exalted difficulty and hunt down all the hidden secrets. The co-op mode is a bit limited, but it's still a solid pick for solo players who love a challenge and exploration. If you want an action-packed, funny adventure, Big Helmet Heroes is definitely worth checking out.
Fight to ya! Perfect for the experiment.
Double Dragon Revive is one of the most anticipated games of 2025, and we're diving deep into what makes it so exciting. From the updated graphics and new mechanics to the release date, pricing, and gameplay details, this video covers everything you need to know about the return of Billy and Jimmy Lee. For those who have followed the series since the 1980s, this is a big moment. The series has had several sequels, but this game looks like it's bringing something fresh. For new players, it could be the perfect introduction to the world of Double Dragon. Double Dragon Revive is scheduled to be released on October 23, 2025. It might still be a long wait, but considering how much this game means to fans of the Double Dragon series, the wait will be worth it.
Grace you with my presence.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion is a retro-style beat-em-up game that reminds players of classic arcade games like X-Men and The Simpsons from the 90s era. The game invites players to choose a team of 2 superheroes, such as Captain America, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Storm, Phyla-Vell, Venom, and Nova. The Cosmic Swap feature also allows players to switch characters mid-fight, utilizing each character's unique powers and special attacks. This adds strategic depth to battles, similar to the mechanics in Shredder's Revenge. The game supports up to 4 players in local or online co-op mode, including crossplay. This enables players to team up with friends and face increasingly tough enemies together. And that's it for today. What do you think about this list? I know there are new beat-em-up games that I haven't mentioned yet. Please share which one you're most excited about in the sections below. Don't forget to like this video and make sure you subscribe this channel if you don't want to miss another amazing list. And as always, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.